So this is one of the most spectacular, if not the most spectacular floor in any house or apartment in New York City, and I'm going to show you why. Yes, the sound you hear is the waterfall overlooking the indoor swimming pool and lounging area. This is half of the spa floor. This is where you go to get some exercise on a rainy day when you don't feel like leaving the house and you just want to swim a few laps. So right off the pool area is another bar room. This is great for a juice press after you're exhausted from your exercise. You have your spa bathroom. You have your steam, sauna, shower room. What is a spa floor without a private massage room? Can you imagine how stressful it must be having to live in a house like this? You probably need a massage once a week. Your private gym. This also is part of that 3-story window wall atrium. You have more than you have in your average upscale health club in New York City. Think of the money you can save by not having to pay for a gym membership.
This is a professional bowling alley, so everything from the electronic scoring to the ball returns, everything is completely as you'd find it in a real bowling alley. This is really a party room. It has race car machines, pinball machines, ATM machine. We have a full operating bar. We have a pizza oven. This room was designed with a 70s look, modern, with patent leather walls, and we just wanted to feel like it was a 70s discotheque. You could have all your friends down here and never even leave for a night. You could eat here, drink here, everything here. This room is really the largest room in the house. It's 50 feet long, it has 2 fireplaces, so the scale of it really matches the size of the house. As you can see over here, we have all glass French doors, 8 foot high with transoms. When the doors are open, it feels seamlessly connected. The outside kind of comes into the inside and vice versa. This piano over here, last summer Justin Bieber did a concert for 5 of us here.
Most people who buy a townhouse are a little concerned in that they're going to have the feeling of a lot of smaller apartments stacked on top of one another. But here you have this massive, grand, voluminous space with over 20-foot ceilings, and this gives you the kind of room that you could only achieve in a loft or a grand mansion in the suburbs. In a townhouse of this scale, you really want an impressive room, and this is the kind of room that when you invite guests in, they will be blown away. All the rooms in this townhouse are designed to appeal to indoor-outdoor connectivity. This room specifically has wonderful French doors that open up onto a Juliet balcony overlooking the rear courtyard. This allows for multiple moments throughout the house where you are connected to nature. When you're entertaining, you have to remember guests need to be hydrated, and of course you have to have a wet bar. The wet bar is, of course, beautifully concealed when not in use with these wonderful doors with leather-bound handles.
So when the owner kind of told me his vision for this space, he was describing it as a hotel suite. You know, something that he has everything all in his fingertips. He has his gym, he has his bed, he has his tub in front of the bed. I don't know what hotels he's staying at because mine do not look anything like this. From the feet of the lion to the lion's head on the bed, the attention to detail I'm telling you in this loft, it's like thoughtfully been considered when it was renovating. Gold weights. In this punching bag, that tell you attention detail, lion head. He's probably a Leo. This one is a custom gold-plated tub, and it says Gold Digger on the bottom. Even the dog's chew toys are black and gold. There's not one thing in this loft that is not on brand. You could imagine yourself in this space if you were to live here, the parties you'd throw, the people who'd come through. But very few people would see your master bathroom, right? Unless it looked like this, in which case you might want to show some people. Second freestanding tub, all gold mosaic tile, and then a mirrored ceiling. It's pretty sexy, actually.
Welcome to one of the focal points on the property. Recreated in 2012 by the owners, this barn encompasses reclaimed wood from the late 1800s and is one of the prime entertaining spots on the property. Let's take a look. This 9,300 square foot barn was recreated here on site and is a hole and peg system. Not a single nail was used in the construction of the dwelling. Rarely do you find a space with double height ceiling that can entertain as many of your family and friends as you'd like. With the rustic feel, this is a primary space for the owners to entertain. There's more of an intimate layout with 2 proper sitting areas. The barn was designed to have light all year round. With double height ceiling and windows that flood the dwelling, light naturally comes in no matter what time of year you're here.
The Rooftop, 360-degree views of the best of Manhattan, accented by a 30-foot heated pool with glass infinity edge. Note our glass stairs up to another entertainment area. That's the roof of the mezzanine room that we were in earlier. A full array of seating, multiple levels for dining and entertaining, topped off by a gas fireplace. Besides the entertaining area, we have on the same level a bathroom and changing room, storage room, wraparound views. The views continue forever. I'm sure you agree with me after seeing this rooftop and its pavilion. It is definitely the most magnificent entertaining space in all of Manhattan.
So we're walking up that beautiful staircase beneath the skylit atrium to the 3rd floor of this penthouse, where we have the guest suite and this incredible conservatory room that leads to the 3rd outdoor space. And while the room is totally flooded with light all year round, incredibly comfortable with these beautiful sofas and seating areas, but is also an incredible space for entertaining. So the conservatory was designed not only to have a great seating area to enjoy the beautiful views of New York City and your roof terrace, but also it even has its own small kitchen in order to be able to have dinner parties out here on the roof. And we have 3 cooktops, including an induction surface, a Japanese teppanyaki, and a grill. The whole thing can be concealed so that you're not looking at any of it. And this antique icebox actually functions as additional cabinetry for the kitchen. Continuing the indoor-outdoor theme of this apartment, there's always a way to access the outdoors even if you want to stay inside. And this entire glass room was designed so that it can be opened up to the beautiful vistas of Manhattan. So from the entry hall, we walk right into this unbelievable living room. Unlike in many enormous homes, suburban homes, where you have a separate home theater, here in New York, it's quite rare to find, and in this case, the living room transforms into this incredible home theater with perfect projection onto the wall opposite the seating area here. These wood panels were all reclaimed from the original roof of the building, and the wood was actually treated with the Japanese sugiban, which is a flame charring process to create this beautiful effect of the wood.
One of the most incredible things about living in this penthouse is that from anywhere on this entire floor, you can just open the wall and enter the most incredible terrace downtown. Now, what does everybody want in New York during the spring and summertime? A rooftop terrace, a rooftop bar, a rooftop club. Now, what's great about this? Endless opportunities here for you to create anything you want on this 4,000 square foot terrace. We have it set up for multiple different seating areas. You have your entertaining area here. Now, as you're getting up closer, you have a full 12-seater dining table that leads right into the wood-burning fireplace with your summer kitchen. Now, all of these buildings are all protected, so you're never going to lose your southern exposure here. You really are getting your beautiful views because you're looking all the way downtown and get to see the gorgeous original buildings of Soho. Another great thing about this terrace is that you can literally enter the penthouse from any single direction. Having your own yoga studio in your apartment is the absolute most luxurious thing you could possibly find in New York. Now, imagine just being in the freezing cold in the winter, not wanting to step outside. Again, you really have everything here in this penthouse.
This house has a lot of history, and one of the really cool stories is that there was a tunnel leading from this room to the Prohibition-era speakeasy down the block, the famous Chumley's. This house dates back to the 1820s, but the fact of the matter is we don't know how much digging was happening in the 1920s in the Prohibition era, so it's rumored that this tunnel may have actually been from the Underground Railroad.
There's the American dream, and then there's the New York dream. This is the New York dream.